We're not going to go down to Town Beach because somebody hurt their foot. Who was that, Mrs. Tooth?
No, that's not why we're not going to the Town Beach. That's why we're not doing them other ones today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Why aren't we going to the Town Beach then?
We can go to the Town Beach.
I thought you said you didn't want to.
No, we're going to the Town Beach or the one down there.
Oh, all right. So what are we doing now then?
I couldn't do the car and then all the walking.
What are we doing now then?
We're having a cup of tea. We're going to have some lunch and then we're going to go to either of those beaches.
We got to go back to the room though.
Why?
Well, because you told me we weren't going to the beach.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I ain't bought nothing for the beach.
Typical man, don't listen.
I said to you, what are we doing? Because I need to know so I know what clothes to wear.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And I said we're going to the town.
Yeah, we are in the town.
Oh, whatever.
Anyone need a new wife? Geezer!
Sweet on soul, sweet on my mind. We made under the sunshine. Sweet on soul, sweet on my mind. We made under the sun.
Mrs. Tooth had to use the bidet.
To wash my feet.
Mrs. Tooth decided to forgive me that she's wrong.
No, not at all. Right. Just talk about something else.
I've got to walk back to the room and sort all my stuff out now. Mrs. Tooth can't walk back to the room, but she could walk down the shop and she went to get a shawl. And what did she come back with? She came back with a traditional Graciosa hat. And then she went to me, you haven't got your hat on? I was like, no, because I didn't know. Yeah, all right. What do you think, people? Do you think the hat looks good?
I don't care. It keeps the sun off my head.
So here we go with lunch, people. Mrs. Tooth has got 6 fish croquettes, and we didn't know, but they came with chips and a little bit of garlic sauce. And then look at this stunning little thing. So she's got herself 6 scallops as well, and that looks a bit like mojo sauce, doesn't it? You'll have to tell us in a minute what they are, but that looks absolutely stunning. And then I've got this thing which is called queso provolone, which I got to be honest, I thought was just going to be provolone cheese, and I got myself a couple of breads with it so that I could just make a couple of cheese rolls, and I think it just means I'm going to be making a cheese dip. Well, I think that was a banging lunch, people. Mrs. Tooth, what have you got to say about it?
Mine was fantastic. Loved it.
We ain't left much, and that was a few big plates of food there. We are now set up for the day. So this little tooth is going wee 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 all the way home as I go to sort my bag out.
Don't even start.
It's so unfair. I suppose I should be grateful really, because without Mrs. Tooth I might have gone through my whole life not knowing that I had any faults at all. Like, I never even knew that there was a wrong way to put milk back in the fridge before I met my darling wife. Right, I've got to think strategically in case she asks to see what I've put on the camera while I've been gone, because I'm nearly back to her, and I don't want all these to be the last ones that she sees. I want the first time she sees these ones to be on YouTube. Happy birthday, you sexy little shitbag. Fucking loved thee. We have finally had an ice cream. Mrs. Tooth has got no hands free to turn her mic on. Mrs. Tooth has got strawberry cheesecake, and I've got rum and raisin. Now that's from the same little bakers that you've seen us going in most mornings. In fact, you might not have seen us going in most mornings, but because I won't show you the same thing over and over again, but we have been in there pretty much every day, I think. It works out pretty expensive for this sort of stuff. So the only stuff they got there is carte d'or, and you think that's got to be imported into Lanzarote and then imported again over here. So that was €8.30. for 2 scoops each, no cone, just in a little thingy, what do you call them, tub. Yeah, so 4 scoops of ice cream, €8.30, and I think when we came last time, was it $7.50? I think it was $7.50, so you can see it's gone up a little bit. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, we ain't going to eat ice cream every day, and when you want an ice cream, you want an ice cream, right, people? Are you ready to go to the beach, Mrs. Tooth?
I am.
Mrs. Tooth just got attacked by a fly in her bum. And then she sneezed and hurt her bum. Everything hurts Mrs. Tooth's bum. So, we've been sat down the beach for a while now. Ain't too sad, is it? Mrs. Tooth is dissing agendas.
Not on purpose.
But let me just swing you around quickly. Give you a little look up here. It's quite a nice chilled out little spot, and it's really about the only beach on the island where you've actually got a few bars and restaurants and that around you. Other than that, you are taking your rolls as you've seen us doing all week, and taking your water and whatever else. So from that angle, it's quite nice, and the water's pretty clear there as well. We've seen a few people in. You went and dipped your toes, didn't you?
Yeah.
Would
I
you?
won't go in further than that because I don't like it.
No. No, Mrs. Tooth's not a water lover.
No.
Wine, yeah, if it was made of Prosecco, she'd be in there all day long, people. So, if you had a nice birthday, Mrs. Tooth.
I have.
Excellent,
Really enjoyed it.
Good. So, what is it now?
What?
What time is it?
I don't know.
Well, what are we going to go and do?
Oh, we're going to have a drink.
It's beer o'clock, people. Get with the programme. It's beer o'clock. We were coming out tonight to get a burger from Vulcanita Burger, and maybe a hot dog. And Mrs. Tooth needed the loo, and they didn't have a loo in there, so we come next door again. And we are back at Rosa's La Lia. Have a look at this, people. Mrs. Tooth's got bruschetta of prawns, peppers, onion, octopus, and I've just gone for a tropical salad. So pineapple on salad, what do you think, people? Pineapple and kiwi on salad, what do you think?
Fantastic.
Yeah, it does spark the whole debate about
Avocado.
pizza though, doesn't it? Yeah, got avocado there, I've got raisins on it, I've got a bit of tuna, a bit of everything else. So we are going to get stuck in. And I've only ordered a salad tonight because I want one of their desserts in here because they look absolutely stunning. Right, let's crack on and munch this. Oh my days, people, look at that for a piece of cheesecake. Ain't that just pretty as a picture? Right, we've just finished up, people, at Rosa's. We had another quick drink in there after the cheesecake, which is very nice, and we have just come along to Enriqueta's. Mrs. Tooth has got a Prosecco. I have got myself a big old beer.
Happy birthday to me.
Are you not going to finish the song?
No.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Tooth. Happy birthday to you.
Cumpleaños feliz. Lo voy a buscar. Felicidades.
Gracias.
Hasta luego.
¿Grabaste eso?
Sí, claro. Vais a estar en YouTube. Do you want to tell it? Oh, you're going to have to, Mrs. Tooth. Yeah, you start telling people it's your birthday, they're going to sing, and you got a free dessert.
I don't do desserts.
I don't know. Dogs can't eat chocolate,
No, dogs can't.
but then dogs can't look up either. Big Al says so. This video is brought to you with limited interruptions. Welcome back to our final full day on this beautiful island, folks. Mrs. Tooth's foot hurts, so she is going to stay home. I am going off on a toothy adventure. I've got some brilliant things to go and find today. So, let's do this. First pit stop of the day then. This is one of Los Arcos de los Caletones, and that effectively means the archway of the big coves. So these things, look, I mean, they're absolutely huge. I've seen people standing on top of them. Would you do that? Would you go out there on that precarious piece of rock and hope that you didn't crumble after millions of years? Not me, mate, not me. Stop 1, done. Let's move on to stop 2, which is Lambra Beach. So this is what we're dealing with, people. There is a little spot just up ahead on what I would call like the beach proper, just on the other side of those rocks there, where the water's coming in. So let's crack on round there and take a look. It is absolutely stunning, folks. Nobody here at all. And I'm looking at this, and it's reminding me of my travels back in the day up and down the coast of Goa, when you can find 7 miles of beach just to yourself, and actually to be able to do that on a Canary Island 4 hours from home is actually quite stunning. The other thing it's worth saying here, folks, as well, is there are no lifeguards. There's nobody around. You are trusted to follow the signs, the safety signs, and, you know, be a bit sensible about things. But if you're like me, like today, with a butt-hurt wife who can't make it out and you're wandering around on your own, there's not even anyone else sitting on the beach who can make that call for you. So if you go in the water on your own and there's a terrible riptide, and, you know, they've got the signs up saying dangerous beach, I don't know, what do they call that? Is that winner of the Darwin Awards? You were told, mate. Right, I've just seen the first tourist taxi turn up at the other end of the beach. That's what happens. Most people get over here for about 10:30. By the time they've done what they need to do in Lanzarote, if they come on a day trip. So they get over here for about 10:30, then go and find themselves a taxi, and then get like the 20 minutes, half hour, whatever it is, to where they need to get to. And so if you're actually staying a few days on the island, you get up nice and early, you can make these beaches before any other bugger turns up. And likewise, there's another channel, and I forget their name, but this is them. Did a really good video on La Graciosa. It's probably one of the best that I've seen out there on YouTube, because there ain't that many on this beautiful island, and some of the others, you know, they're very specific activity for the day. But these guys stayed here for a few days, and they said as well that the flip side of that is true as well. So if you're on the beach at about 4:30, most of the day trippers have buggered off back to get the ferry, so again you get the beach to yourself at that end of the day. Pro tips, people, pro tips, that's what you come here for, right? Because it certainly ain't me. So I've not long cleared Lambra Beach, and I'm now out in the dunes of Pedro, Barba, and a few people, including Lolly and Marky from the Lolly and Marky show, have said to me, it looks proper spaghetti western round here. Wow, 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 wow. And, you know, what is there to do of an evening? Well, we hope that, like, through this week we've sort of showed you, you know, a lot of the entertainment is watching the locals and watching the cats fight, and watching the kids trying to play knock down ginger and get caught for it. That was funny. This is a different type of holiday. This is one you come on to see some spectacular sights. I wouldn't want to do every holiday like this. This is called El Barranquillo El Barranquilla means the little ravine. It's not one of our scheduled stops, but it's on the way, so why not stop and show you it as well. You can see all these big boulders of lava rock everywhere. And me, I'm following the yellow sand road, people. Well, this is a bit airy, peeps, I'll tell you that. It's a wee bit narrow, the path here, and you're straight down into those rocks. If you put a foot wrong, cool, it's like being married to Mrs. Tooth. Geezer! Right folks, that wraps up my little whistle stop tour of sites on this side of the island. Hope you've enjoyed that. Let's get back and see what Mrs. Tooth is doing. Right folks, this is probably a really good time to remind you that if you like what we're doing, please do remember to like, comment, subscribe and share. It doesn't cost you a thing and it really does help us out. And don't forget to ding that notification bell. So the boy is back in town, wending my way to see Mrs. Tooth, love of my life, and they done me a right solid on that one. So I used La Molina, lady named Katya, her cousin Isabel has also got a bike shop just round the corner, and Isabel works with Miguel at La Graciosa, who we got the first bike off. You know, so they all know each other, it's all good. And that trip usually rocks in at €60, so that's €30 each way, and that's for up to 2 people. But what they did is they said to me this morning, if you don't mind waiting for 15 minutes, we've got another couple who are going to go up, so I can put you with them and then charge you, like, because they only charge €30 extra per person after the first 2. So we charge them the 60, it's 30 each, we charge you 30. for your whole day. And I was like, yeah, all right. So that was €30 to go up there and back. I think that's a stonking price, people. Gotta have some of that. Never get ripped off on this island, I tell you that. Right, let's go and find Bufeador. We have reached our final night. So, for dinner, we're going to get geared up into Lanzarote mode. And we're going for burger and chips and hot dog and chips, people. It's the only sort of fast food place like this on the island. Vulcan eat a burger. And it is right next door to Rosa's La Lia, which you've seen us eating a couple of times. So we are going to give this gaff a go. See what we think. What you gone for, Mrs. Tooth?
Cheeseburger and chips and a Coke.
Cool beans. And I am getting myself a complete hot dog with mustard and crispy onions and cheese and ketchup and bouillard and fries on the side. Fries on the side, fries on the side. Everybody a little bit of fries on the side. And then I've got myself a beer, because it'd be rude not to, right, folks? And just that view behind me. Palm trees sitting on a desert island. In the Canary Islands, 4 hours from home, darling.
And it's nice and hot in the sun. It's cold in the shade.
Yeah, it has been. It has been. Hot dog. And fries. And a Mrs. Tooth has got. That's nicely melted and everything. Mm-hmm. Have a look, see inside. Because you can see mine. Mmm. Bet you picked the pickles out.
I'm going to.
And the onion.
No, the onion's fine, the red one.
Cool. Nah, not for me. That's one of the best hot dogs I've had. You done, Mrs. Tooth?
Yeah, I'm going to pick at the chips. I can't eat no more yet. I'm stuffed.
Yeah, he ain't left that much though.
No, it's really good. I was a bit nervous because I'm a bit fussy with burgers, but it was really nice.
Yeah. I'm very fussy with stuff like that. If I'm going to eat shit food, I want good shit food. So after a week of eating, well, you've been eating loads of fish and seafood. I've been eating loads of salad and very healthy food and fresh food and organic food. A burger and chips and a hot dog and chips was just what we needed.
Oh, it was really good. It
was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think, people, that is Lanzarote mode activated. Let's get it!